Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Yasodhanandana Prajajana Ranjana Yasodhanandana Prajajana Ranjana Jamuna Thira Vanachari Jamuna Thira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Yasodhanandana Prajajana Ranjana Yasodhanandana Prajajana Ranjana Jamuna Thira Vanachari Jamuna Thira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Om Agyantimidandasya Gyananjana Chalakaya Chakshurun Militam Jena Asmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Jutha Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Sri Rupam Sagrachatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vidham Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakambitanscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanda Radha Kanda Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Brindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sate Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vansha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Bhavanibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktabinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirbishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatharine. We welcome you to our annual festival of Nityananda Trayodashi in the Radha Vrindavan Bihari Temple of Govardhan Eco Village. Translation or no? Actually, this is the first lecture I am giving in the rebuilt, renovated new temple room. This morning, Sanat Kumar Prabhu gave a brilliant class on the life history and the mercy of Lord Nityananda. Thank you very much. Narottam Das Thakur, Lochan Das Thakur, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, and so many other of our acharyas have written brilliant devotional prayers glorifying Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Parama Karuna Pahundui Jana Nitai Goda Chandra. Could everyone hear? Should we turn off these fans? There are volumes of literatures and books describing the teachings and the life of Nityananda Prabhu. For those of you who are new to our tradition, it is a very beautiful history, quite esoteric. Nityananda Prabhu appeared about 500 years ago. Parama Karuna. It means that Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda are supremely kind. Karuna is a Sanskrit word for compassion. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir-bhavati bharata. There's one God, and that supreme truth, the personality of Godhead, descends into this world again and again, throughout the ages, in various parts of the world, to establish different dharmas or spiritual paths, simply out of compassion for those who are suffering within this world. Rupa Goswami has prayed, Namo Mahavaranaya, Krishna Prema Padayate, Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gaudidveshena. That of all incarnations, of all avatars, Lord Chaitanya is Krishna himself, but he magnifies even more magnanimity or compassion than Krishna. How can God be more compassionate than God? Simple answer. Because he's God. Achintya Shakti. And this Achintya can be understood in our moment-to-moment life just by seeing the creation around us. How is the sun and the planets, the rains, the air, the little seed becoming a human being, creating temples, skyscrapers, technologies. Everything we see is quite inconceivable. But yet, within creation, the inconceivable nature of God is quite insignificant compared to the supreme spiritual nature. And what is the most inconceivable, the greatest of all the qualities of the absolute truth? Prema Pumarta Mahan. God's love. In Vrindavan, the love of God is manifested with such infinite, eternal, ever-increasing sweetness. How is something that is purnam, completely full, completely complete, is ever increasing at every moment for all of eternity? Eternity means forever. It sounds simple, but it's utterly inconceivable to the human intellect. But yet that is the greatness of the Supreme. God's love is the complete fullness, the cause of all causes, the source of all that exists and is ever increasing. And what is further inconceivable is there is inconceivable numbers of living beings. It's like this temple room is a little crowded. Bombay is more crowded. India is more crowded. Humanity is a lot of people. And compared to bacterias and trees and plants and animals and birds and all species of life, wherever there's life, there's the presence of a part of God, a child of God, the soul. How many living beings are there? Yeah, and yet the Supreme Absolute Truth has intimate, personal love for every living being. Suradam sarva bhutanam. Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, I am the ever well-wishing friend of everyone. Just waiting for us to turn, to receive that love. And that one Supreme Truth who's the creator not only of all not only of all planets, but all universes and all creations, comes into this world in a very personal way, again and again and again, to extend compassion. Not just to liberate us from suffering, but to actually fill us with the love that is dormant within our own hearts. And of all incarnations of the Supreme, Lord Chaitanya is supremely magnanimous. Not only is giving liberation from suffering, not as only is giving prema, or pure unalloyed, unconditional love for God, but is also giving the level of love of God as in Vrindavan, where the intimacy, the sweetness, where Krishna reciprocates, the Supreme Absolute Truth reciprocates with us as a friend, as a child, and as a lover. Nitai Pada Kamala Koti Chandra Shushitala. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Karuna Avatar, the supreme manifestation of compassion. And yet Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explains, he comes with Nityananda Prabhu. who is manifestation of his own self, to extend that compassion even greater. In the biographies we have about Lord Chaitanya, Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat was written by Vrindavan Das Thakur, who was a disciple of Lord Nityananda. And Vrindavan Das Thakur describes not only the glories of Nityananda Prabhu in so many chapters, but he gives all credit to the literature. It was Nityananda Prabhu's order to him to compile the Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat. Vrindavan Das Thakur is Vyasadev. He's the avatar of the literary incarnation of Godhead. And he's a disciple of Lord Nityananda. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita tells his own history. It was Lord Nityananda Prabhu that appeared to him and sent him to Vrindavan to receive the shelter of Rupa Goswami and Raghunath Das Goswami. And he accepts that it was Nityananda Prabhu's order and instruction that was the initial seed that brought him to write the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Rupa and Sanatana Goswami, in their first meeting with Lord Chaitanya, it was Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur that first met them and brought Rupa and Sanatana to the feet of Lord Chaitanya. And Sri Jiva Goswami, Sri Nityananda Swarup, he gave him a parikrama of all of Navadvip. And then it was his order to Jiva Goswami, you go to Varanasi and study the Shastras, and then go to Vrindavan, because Vrindavan belongs to your family, Rupa, Sanatana, and Jiva Goswami. And Raghunath Das Goswami, he was so much entangled in the complexities of this world. And however much he tried to find the shelter of Lord Chaitanya and give his life to that service, he was unable until he came to Panihati and took shelter of Lord Nityananda. And Raghunath Das Goswami are Prayojanacharya, Sanatana Goswami is our Sambandha Acharya, Rupa Goswami is our Abhideya Acharya. All of these acharyas so much honored and worshipped Lord Nityananda Prabhu, who was so instrumental in their life of devotion. Raghunath Das Goswami states that it is known that no one can truly find shelter of Lord Chaitanya without the mercy of Lord Nityananda. Narottam Das Thakur prays, Rajandra Nandana Jai Sachi Shuta Hoilo She Balarama Hoilo Nitai. That Krishna appeared as Lord Chaitanya and Balaram appears as Lord Nityananda. Kaviraj Goswami describes Balaram. He's Ananta Shesha, supporting the universes and all the planets. He's the original guru. He's the original servant of the Lord in this spiritual world. And he serves the Lord in every possible way. He manifests himself to be the Lord's shoes, the Lord's clothes, the Lord's bed, the Lord's seat, the Lord's umbrella. In this way, he's serving in Shantaras, in Dasyaras, serving in every way, as Sakyaras, as the cowherd boyfriend, Vatsalyaras, as the elder brother with parental affection to the Lord, and expands as Sri Radha's younger sister Ananga Manjari to serve in the most intimate pastimes of Madhurya Ras, conjugal love. In a place in Bengal, Ekachakra, very holy place where Mahabharata and Puranas described the Pandavas performed their pastimes long ago. At that place, Hadai Upadhyaya, or Hadai Pandit, and his beloved wife Padmavati, who was considered the mother of the universe. For a long time, they did not have a child. And finally, after so many pujas and so many prayers and so much pure love and surrender by the mother and father, on this day that we are celebrating, their eldest child was born, and he was given the name Nityananda. It was so beautiful. From his very birth, he completely attracted the hearts of everyone of Ekachakra. Nobody could stop seeing him. Even as a baby, when he glanced at anyone, they were literally showered with his ecstatic affection. Vrindavan Das Thakur describes when he grew up a little, he played with his friends, and all of his play was reenacting the pastimes of Krishna and Ram and various avatars. And their childhood games would go on throughout the day and sometimes throughout the night. They were just little children, and great details are given. Their play would be exactly according to how the scriptures were. Krishna's birth, Krishna's Bal-lila, his baby pastimes, his childhood pastimes, conjugal pastimes, his liberating of various asuras. They would reenact the Ramayana. And one time, some of the parents, they asked, "You're just a child. You never went to schools to learn all these things. How do you know them?" And Nityananda Prabhu smiled and he said, "These are my pastimes." But nobody could understand. Nobody could understand that the incarnation of most merciful, compassionate manifestation of God's love was living with them. They were completely in love with him, but they still only thought he was just their child. And as Sanat Kumar Prabhu was explaining, Nityananda Prabhu, he appeared in this world especially to assist the mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Lord Chaitanya was not yet born, but he was just waiting. And when Lord Chaitanya was born, it is described the child Nitai roared in such a way in great happiness. And he was thinking, how will I leave my home? My mother, my father, and everybody are so completely attached to me. Padmavati Devi and Hadai Pandit, they literally could not live for a moment without seeing him. We have some experience of when we have very, very deep affection for another person. Maybe a lover, maybe a child, maybe a parent, maybe a friend. But where is that attraction coming from? Nityananda Prabhu is Krishna, he's Balaram. He's all attractive. It is described Hadai Pandit and Padmavati, they just couldn't live without seeing their son. He was just so beautiful. He awakened limitless love from their hearts. So by his own plan, when he was just 12 years old, a sannyasi came to Ekachakra and was asking people, where is Hadai Pandit's home? And when he came, Hadai Pandit greeted this sannyasi, who was filled with all good qualities, greeted him with so much respect and affection. He gave him a sitting place, and according to custom said, please let us give you dinner. And the sannyasi said, if you promise that you will fulfill my desire, then I will eat your food. And he said, I promise whatever is your desire, if I can fulfill it, I will. So they spoke about Krishna throughout the entire night. And the next morning before he left, he said, I am traveling to many holy places of pilgrimage, and I'm all alone. I really require an assistant. Please give me your eldest son, Nityananda. The impact that request had on Hadai Pandit, like a thunderbolt crashing upon his soft heart. And he was thinking, I cannot break my promise to a great saint like this. And at the same time, I cannot live if I break my promise to him. And he was thinking of how Vishwamitra Muni came to Ayodhya and asked the great King Dasarat for his son, Lord Ramchandra. And to follow the principles of true Dharma, he gave his son. So he went to Padmavati and explained this whole situation. She was very brokenhearted. But she said, whatever you decide, that is what I want. The next morning, or actually not next, it was already the next morning. At that time, Hadai Pandit took his son by the hand and presented him to this sannyasi. And Nityananda Prabhu seemed completely detached, just ready to go. He was just 12 years old at the time. And when they left, Hadai Pandit, Padmavati, they were in such feelings of deep love and separation. And when the word spread, the whole town of Ekachakra was in the same condition. And the people of Ekachakra were running forward and saying, I'm going to find that sannyasi and I'll trade him. I'll give him my own son. I'll give him all my sons. I'll give him everything, but just bring Nitai back. And they were running here and there, looking everywhere, but they could not find, they were gone. And Lord Nityananda went on a pilgrimage for the next 20 years. Hadai Pandit, Padmavati, for 3 months, they took no food, they took no water, but yet they were completely nourished just by remembering Nityananda with love and devotion in separation. During that time in Pandharpur, here in Maharashtra, very close by, Nityananda was invited to stay in the house of one of the godbrothers of Madhavendra Puri. He was a disciple of Lakshmipati Tirtha. And one day, Lakshmipati Tirtha was inspired to come. He was a great devotee of Lord Balaram. He came to the house and he said, I am feeling somebody very glorious is in this house. I'm feeling it. Is somebody here? But Nityananda Prabhu did not want to be known at that moment. So it was not disclosed. And Lakshmipati Tirtha was glorifying Lord Balaram and remembering his mercy and remembering his grace and remembering his infinite spiritual power. And Balaram appeared to him in a dream and told him, tomorrow morning, a young Brahmin is going to come to you and ask for initiation. And this is the mantra you should give him. And whispered a mantra into the ear of Lakshmi Pati Tirtha. Morning came, and first thing as the sun was rising, Nityananda Prabhu came into his room and bowed down and said, "Please offer me initiation. I want to seek shelter of you as my guru." So the mantra that he was just given by Balaram, he just gave back to Balaram in the form of Nityananda. And then Nityananda Prabhu left. And he was feeling such deep separation from him that he couldn't understand why. And then he had another vision. He had another vision in a dream where Nityananda appeared to him and took Balaram, took the form of Lord Balaram. And then again manifested as Nityananda Prabhu. And Lakshmipati Tirtha, absorbed in his understanding that his new disciple was his supreme, most worshipable Lord who came to engage him in this service. And from that moment, he was totally absorbed only in remembering the mercy of Lord Nityananda Balaram. And soon after, he went back to the spiritual world. During his travels, Lord Nityananda Prabhu also met Madhavendra Puri. And the two of them, when they met each other, the love that was exchanged on the highest, purest spiritual platform is described in beautiful detail by our great acharyas. He traveled for 20 years to various holy places and eventually came back to Vrindavan, near Shringarvat, near Gokul. He traveled through the 12 forests, just waiting for Lord Chaitanya to begin the Sankirtan movement in Navadvip. And when Lord Chaitanya began the Sankirtan movement after returning from Gaya, he was having kirtans with his devotees, Krishna Katha. He was manifesting a level of bhakti that has never been seen. It was then that Nityananda Prabhu departed from Vrindavan and came to Sri Navadvip Dham. It was at the house of Nandanacharya that Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda first met. They were beginning their kirtans throughout the night, all night at Srivasa's home. And one day, Lord Chaitanya called for Nityananda Prabhu and Thakur Haridas. Said, "Here, Haridas, here, Nitai. Go to each house, to each shop, and to everyone you meet, you approach them as a beggar and beg for the alms. Chant the holy names of Krishna. Worship Krishna. follow Krishna's teachings. Krishna is your true mother. Krishna is your true father. Krishna is your life and soul. Chant the names of Krishna. Give love of Krishna to everyone. And you go door to door and beg people to receive Krishna's love. Immediately, they went into the town. And they were both dressed, according to Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, as sannyasis. They were renunciates. Here is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Balaram, as Nityananda, who's the original guru of all existence. And Haridas Thakur is Lord Brahma. He's the original guru of this universe. And yet they're going to everyone as beggars. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada describes in wonderful detail so many of the intimate lessons we could learn from this pastime. Nityananda Prabhu is the son of a Maithili Brahmin. Very, very respected family of most learned scholars and most pious priests. And Nityananda Prabhu was born in a family that mundane society labeled as untouchables. He was a Yavana. He had no caste. Throughout his life, wherever he went, he was persecuted, he was misunderstood. People were always trying to destroy him, sometimes kill him. So what an incredible combination. One is socially respected as a great, great Brahmin, and one is an Yavana, an untouchable. And yet they were a team. And Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur describes, in this way, between the two of them, they could relate to everyone. Because to so many of the Brahmins, how could they not hear from Nityananda? He was such a great Brahmin. And for so many of the people who were, foreigners, outsiders, outcasts, here's one of them speaking to them. So they could relate to everyone. And when you're a beggar, you're taking a lowly position. When you come to someone in need of charity, and that person is feeling, I'm the giver, you're the receiver. That person is feeling a higher position. When somebody comes to you begging, do you ever feel this person is exalted? You feel this person is lower than me? Trinadapi sunichena, tarodi basesh, amanina manadena kirtaniya sadahari. Nityananda and Haridas, although the most exalted personalities, avatars of God, they would put straw between their teeth and beg for alms. Pious people would say, come in, have a meal. They said, no, we don't want food. I'll give you some money. He said, no, we don't want money. We only want one thing. We beg you, chant the names of Krishna, worship Krishna, follow Krishna's teachings. We're begging you to accept Krishna's love, to accept Krishna's mercy, and be happy. And so many pious people, they would see, when they would beg, they would have tears of compassion in their eyes. They cared so deeply for each person they approached. It wasn't just a ritual. Lord Chaitanya told them, you go out from morning till night every day and you beg in this way. And then you come back to my house and give me report at night. Lord Chaitanya cared so much about everybody. And many people, they would be completely transformed. Either hearing from Haridas or Nityananda Prabhu, both of them together. And they would say, yes, yes. Their lives were transformed, totally transformed by that moment of receiving their appeal. But other people were very angry, very envious. Many such people. They would say, get out from here. Who are you to tell me what to do? They started spreading rumors that there are thieves who want to plunder everything in our houses. And they're hiring Nityananda and Haridas, these two beggars. When they come to our house, they see what's in our house and they know exactly where everything is so they could steal. Get out from here. Get out, you rogues, you rascals, you thieves. Sometimes they go to a house of a Brahmin who was not allowed in Srivasa's house. And they were angry as fire. How dare you? That Nimai Pandit, he's spoiling the whole Hindu religion. He's destroying Dharma by giving this loud chanting. He's not honoring our dignity by allowing us in the house. Harsh word, obscene words. Sometimes they would even come to beat them. And Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur, they were never angry. They would feel sorry for those who hated them. They would feel compassion for those who tried to destroy them. And they just go to the next house. And Lochan Das Thakur describes that sometimes when somebody would blaspheme them and reject them, Nityananda Prabhu, he would get on his hands and knees and beg them, plead with them, even bow down to them. Please, whatever you may say, say it. But take the name of Krishna, worship Krishna, follow Krishna's instructions, and be happy. And this is how they were spending their lives every day. And they'd come back and give reports each night. Narasingha Dev, Varaha Dev, Mahavishnu, Garbhodakshai Vishnu, all these incredible Leela avatars, Purushottama avatars, Purusha avatars, Lord Balaram himself, the incredible supreme spiritual strength he exhibited, Lakshman, it's the same person. For Romaharshan Sutta, with a blade of grass, he punished him for his arrogance. And as Nityananda, he's taking blade of grass between his teeth in utter humility, begging us. And when we read these wonderful stories and we hear them, we should know that Nityananda, through Srila Prabhupada, through our Guru Parampara, through all representatives of devotees, it's Nityananda Prabhu begging us, pleading with us, out of great compassion, to accept this gift of Krishna's name and Krishna's worship and Krishna's service, so that we can find eternal love and eternal happiness. They're begging us to just receive Lord Chaitanya's compassion. One day, they came upon a very disruptive scene. There was a crowd of people watching from a distance, two brothers. They were huge people. They were so cruel, so evil. They were completely intoxicated on strong liquor. And they were making a terrible scene. Nityananda and Haridas asked some of those people, who are these? They said their names are Jagai, Madhai. They're actually born from very pious, priestly Brahmin family here in Navadvip. But since their earliest childhood, they fell into very, very bad association, and there is no immorality they have not committed. They're always intoxicated. They kill animals and eat them. They plunder people's homes. They burn people's houses down. There's practically every violent crime imaginable they are regularly committing. The whole town is afraid that any time they're going to plunder them, burn their house, maybe kill them. People are living in terror. And the government, the police, they can do nothing about it, because they just don't care about governments. They don't care about laws, and they're so powerful, nothing that anyone does to them. Nityananda said to Haridas, if these two people who are so intoxicated now on intoxications, if they drink the holy name of Krishna and become intoxicated with love of God, how much our Lord, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is so much understood and so much taken as an ordinary person, will forever be glorified as Patita Pavana, the deliverer of the most fallen. So Haridas and Nityananda went, and actually Haridas whispered, Nityananda whispered to Haridas, let's go beg from them with this message. And as they were approaching Jagai and Madhai, the people of the town were very, very much disturbed. They were calling out, don't go near them. These men will kill you. It's not safe. Come back. And Nityananda and Haridas smiled and approached Jagai and Madhai. They were in such a brutal, violent mood. If Jagai and Madhai didn't have somebody to beat up, they would beat each other up. They just had to be causing someone misery, because that was their happiness. Nityananda Prabhu, he called out to Jagai and Madhai, and they looked at him with eyes full of wrath. And they said, what do you want? Nitai replied, my brothers, chant the names of Krishna. Worship Krishna. Follow Krishna's teachings. Krishna's your mother. Krishna's your father. Krishna's your real wealth. Krishna's your life and soul. If you just take the name of Krishna, you will be my life and soul. This was such an insult to Jagai and Madhai. That is how they interpreted it. How dare you? Their eyes were red with hate and anger. Catch them. And they ran toward Nityananda and Haridas to beat them. And Haridas and Nityananda, they are all powerful. But yet in the mood of giving love of God, what do you think they did? Mahavishnu, Narasingha, all these avatars who are all powerful, they're all expansions of Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda ran away. And Haridas saw Nityananda running away, he ran away. And Jagai and Madhai chased after them, and they were running, and Jagai and Madhai were running, but Jagai and Madhai were so huge, and they were always overeating, and they were always drunken, so they couldn't really run that fast. But they were crying out, Jagai, we are Jagai and Madhai, you stop. Nobody disobeys when we speak, you stop. And Nityananda Prabhu said to Haridas Thakur that you were beaten through 22 marketplaces with executioners who intended to kill you. And yet the whole time you were praying for Krishna to bestow mercy upon them, to give happiness and love of God to them, to liberate them from their evil ways. And Haridas replied, yes, that is true. But today, it appears that I'm going to die. Because these are the most corrupted, violent, sinful people, and you're going up and telling them to chant Krishna's names in front of everybody? I think I'm going to lose my life today. And Nityananda Prabhu say, it wasn't me, it was us. We did it together. And why you are saying me? It is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It is Lord Gauranga. He's the one who has given this instruction. We're just following his instruction. The world has never seen. He's a Brahmin. But yet he's giving instructions like a royal king. Where have we ever seen a Brahmin giving orders, go to every single person, whoever they are, at every bathing god, in every shop, in every house, and beg for them to accept love of God? And they just were laughing and running, and Jagai and Madhai eventually, after a long distance, they fell to the ground, and because they couldn't catch Nityananda and Haridas, they started pulling each other's hair and beating each other. And Haridas and Nityananda went to Lord Chaitanya, and Lord Chaitanya asked for report, and they explained this whole situation. And Lord Chaitanya said, who are these two people? Srivas Pandit and Gangadas Pandit. They both explained who Jagai and Madhai are. They said there is practically no immoral activity that they have not committed. The whole town is in fear of them, and nothing anyone can do. It was like their hobby to burn people's houses down. Even if the whole family's inside, they didn't care. Special sound effects. Lord Chaitanya, he said, because they are the objects of Nityananda's mercy, very soon they will be among us hearing chanting and dancing. That is the power of Lord Nityananda's compassion. Haridas Thakur, off to the side, was talking to Advaita Acharya and said, I can't disclose this to anyone, but Haridas and Nityananda were Haridas and Advaita were very best of friends. He said, I will confidentially tell you what it's like traveling and preaching with Nityananda Prabhu. And he told so many stories. He said during the rainy season, when the Ganges is over flooding, and there's huge man-eating crocodiles, Nityananda will dive into the Ganges and chase after the crocodiles and grab them. And I'll be calling out, trying. And he describes so many beautiful stories. And today he went to these two killers and drunkards and was begging them to accept the name of Krishna and become pure devotees. We were almost killed. Advaita began to laugh and began to dance. He said, what do you expect? He said, drunkards like to associate with other drunkards. One is drunk on intoxications, and Nityananda is drunk in ecstatic love of God. And very soon, they will also be drunk in ecstatic love of God. After some days, Nityananda Prabhu was actually at night. He specifically went to where Jagai and Madhai were and made the same request. Jagai and Madhai, burning angry, he said, who are you? said, I'm just coming with Lord Chaitanya's message. What is your name? He said, Avadut. Madhai took a broken clay pot from the ground and smashed it on Nityananda Prabhu's head. Nityananda Prabhu was bleeding. And according to Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, his face, his body, and his clothes were soaked with blood, his own blood. And Madhai picked up another pot to beat him again. And Nityananda Prabhu was just gazing upon Madhai. I don't mind what you're doing to me, but it's breaking my heart and causing such pain to me to see that you're without love of Krishna. You're committing so many sinful activities. Just take the name of Krishna. When Madhai was about to hit him again, Jagai's heart was changed. He said, he's just an innocent Brahmin who's our well-wisher trying to help us. Don't hit him. Meanwhile, the townspeople went and told Lord Chaitanya what was happening. And along with some of his devotees, Lord Chaitanya came storming to that scene. And when he saw Nityananda covered with blood, and he saw Madhai about to beat him again with the intent to kill, Lord Chaitanya's eyes became like red coals. And he raised his hand and called out, Chakra, Chakra, Chakra. And immediately the Sudarshan Chakra, the supreme weapon of the Lord, manifested, blazing like fire. And Jagai and Madhai saw this. They recognize they're about to die. And Nityananda Prabhu, he said, please, don't harm them. We have come in this incarnation not to punish people, but to transform them. In this incarnation, our weapon is the holy name to purify people's hearts. Srila Prabhupada explains it in such a way that Nityananda said, if we're going to kill them, we might as well kill everybody. Everybody's more or less something like Jagai and Madhai. We've come to give them ecstatic love. He said, actually, it doesn't even hurt. There may be some blood, but I'm not feeling any pain at all. And Jagai stopped him from hitting me again. Jagai saved me. As soon as he said that, Lord Chaitanya became completely happy. And he embraced Jagai. He said, you protected my Nityananda Prabhu. And as soon as he embraced Jagai, he said, I give you ecstatic love for Krishna at this moment because you have served Nityananda Prabhu. And when he embraced him, Jagai fell to the ground unconscious in a swoon of spiritual love. And then when he opened his eyes, Lord Chaitanya was manifesting the form of Lord Vishnu, holding a club and a Sudarshan Chakra, a lotus flower. Lotus flower, clubs, chakra, and conch shell. And when Jagai saw this beautiful darshan of the Lord, he again fell unconscious in ecstatic love. And then when he came to consciousness again, Lord Chaitanya placed his foot on the chest of Jagai, and Jagai squeezed it and pressed it to his heart, weeping tears, and he attained the perfection of liberation. Well, because Jagai and Madhai did so many terrible things together, they were like one soul in two bodies. Madhai was transformed too. And Lord Chaitanya had the Sudarshan Chakra ready to kill him. And at the same time, he was embracing and giving ecstatic happiness to Jagai. So Madhai fell at Lord Chaitanya's feet and begged, he prayed, please, whatever he did, I did. And whatever I did, he did. So if you're going to give him the happiness of love of God, give to me also. And Lord Chaitanya said that you have caused harm to Nityananda Prabhu. And Lord Nityananda Prabhu began to beg Lord Chaitanya, please spare him. He really didn't cause me any pain. He almost explained it like it was an accident. And he said, if I have done any pious activities in your loving service in any and all of my previous births, please give all of my pious and spiritual credits I've ever done. I want to transfer them all for you to give mercy to Madhai. And Lord Chaitanya told Madhai that only Lord Nityananda can forgive you. So Madhai fell at the feet of Nityananda Prabhu and with genuine humility and repentance was begging forgiveness. And then by Lord Chaitanya's instruction, Lord Nityananda picked up Madhai and embraced him and filled his own love into Madhai's heart. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Jagai and Madhai that I personally take all of your previous bad karmas, all of your karmas, and I will give you ecstatic love, but you must chant the names of Krishna and never again perform these sinful activities. And from their heart of hearts, with all sincerity, they accepted. Lord Chaitanya glorified Nityananda's mercy. It is because of his compassion. You were trying to kill him and he was praying for mercy upon you, and that is your only qualification. And he told the devotees, bring them all to my house. So the devotees brought Jagai and Madhai to Lord Chaitanya's house. And when they arrived, Lord Chaitanya was sitting with his associates. And Lord Chaitanya told all the devotees that now they are completely pure. In the past, if anyone even touched their shadow, they would jump in the Ganges with their full clothes to get purified. But now that they have received Lord Nityananda's mercy, anybody who sees them, it is as good as bathing in the Ganges. He said, if anyone feeds them food, Krishna will eat that food through their mouths with great happiness. He said, never, ever, ever think of them as being sinful anymore. I have accepted all of their past karmas. And he said, just see. And then all of the previous karmas, of all the terrible things that they ever did in this life and past lives, they all went into Lord Chaitanya's body. And his beautiful golden form became discolored. And he asked Advaita, because it was quite frightening to see. He asked Advaita, what are you seeing? And Advaita said, you look like the Lord of Gokul, Krishna. And Lord Chaitanya said, now you should know they are completely pure. And chant the holy names of the Lord in kirtan in order to remove all these karmas from my body. And all the sins of Jagai and Madhai will be transferred wherever anyone is criticizing or blaspheming those devotees who love the Lord. They began a beautiful kirtan. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, almost instantly, his body became golden again. And in this kirtan, it was so special. Jagai and Madhai were so filled with love of God, chanting the holy names by the mercy of Lord Nityananda, Haridas, and Mahaprabhu. They were chanting and dancing and they were all crashing into each other in kirtan, along with Lord Chaitanya. It was so very, very intimate. And Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda gave Jagai and Madhai entrance into the inner circle of the loving associates of Lord Chaitanya and the Panchatattva in Navadvip. Madhai, even now he's liberated. His heart is filled with prema bhakti, ecstatic love. But still, he's feeling very guilty because he made Lord Nityananda Prabhu bleed. He was feeling very, very deep guilt. And one day in a private place, he fell at Lord Nityananda's feet. And he said, he offered beautiful prayers, glorifying Nityananda Prabhu as Lakshman, as Balaram, as the source of avatars, as all merciful, describing his wonderful pastimes in previous incarnations, and how merciful his form is. And yet I attacked your form, and I made you bleed. Nityananda Prabhu smiled. He said, for me, because I love you, if a little child hits his father, the father doesn't take it very seriously. What you have done is like that, because I love you as my own child. And Madhai began to cry. He said, you are so merciful, you are so compassionate, you are so kind, you have forgiven me. But yet, I caused so much pain and so much suffering to so many people, and I was so intoxicated when I did it. And there were so many, I don't even know who I caused suffering to. How can I atone? How can I get forgiveness from all of them? And Nityananda Prabhu, he gave him a service. He said, everybody in our town loves to bathe in the river Ganges, the Ganga. And there's not that many really nice bathing ghats. Build a bathing place, a ghat. And keep it always clean. And when people come to bathe in the Ganga there, offer your obeisances to them and serve them. So Madhai took that as his life and soul. And practically for the rest of his life, with a spade, he dug a beautiful bathing ghat steps, kind of like what we're trying to do here. We're even calling it Navadvip Ghat. Hopefully next time you come it will be complete. But Madhai dug the ghat, and he was spending the day meticulously keeping it spotless clean so that it would be pleasing to everyone who comes. And it became a very popular place. And the townspeople of Navadvip would come there, and every single person that came, Madhai would offer his dandavat pranams. He would bow down, and with a heart full of deep sincerity, and tears in his eyes, and folded palms, he would welcome everybody and beg forgiveness if he had ever caused any offense or any pain to them or anybody they loved. And it wasn't a ritual. It was from his heart. And it moved people. It moved people and transformed people. But some people were so hurt by what Jagai and Madhai had done in the past. There's instant they pick up a rock and say, how dare you ask forgiveness for what you have done? And they'd throw the rock right at Madhai's head. Now Madhai was still very big and powerful. But with genuine and profound humility, he would take that rock that bounced off his head and made him bleed. He'd pick it up and he'd hand it back to the person with great respect and say, I deserve more. Please throw it again. And because he did it with such genuine repentance of love and devotion, even that person's heart would transform. And he would put down the rock and become loving friends with Madhai. In this way, Nityananda Prabhu's prayer was fulfilled. Seeing the qualities of Jagai and Madhai, their love, their devotion, their humility, their compassion, and the total transformation. The whole town of Navadvip practically was glorifying Lord Chaitanya. That no other, all other avatars would kill demons like this. But they gave him supreme happiness and the ultimate liberation. And I'm already 15 minutes over time. But this is the quality of the compassion that Lord Nityananda and Lord Chaitanya Parama Karuna Pahundui Jana, that they are giving to the world. And there are so many beautiful stories like this. Nityananda Prabhu, simply by his glance, he would infuse people with ecstatic love of God. And our beloved Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, he took the spirit of Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, that same spirit of compassion, of tolerance, of forgiveness. When he was going to the West, and he was on that cargo ship, the Jaladuta, he left the holiest place of Vrindavan, just had heart attack, seasickness, 38 days at sea. He was at the Boston Harbor in the United States of America. And he didn't know a single person there. He had no money. But he wrote a beautiful prayer, just begging. He called himself an insignificant beggar. That's how he signed his letter. Your insignificant beggar, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. And what was he begging? Krishna, give me the words. Give me your words so that they could be happy. Give them the ability to understand your words so that they could be happy. And Srila Prabhupada in temples and in homes, thousands, and today probably millions of deities of Gaur-Nitai are in temples and homes all over the world in that spirit. So today, it is said, whatever is done, whatever good things in devotional service are done on Nityananda's appearance day, are especially blessed and especially empowered. And in gratitude, in devotion, our prayer to receive that mercy of Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nityananda, Thakur Haridas, with hearts full of sincere gratitude to receive the holy names of Krishna, to worship Krishna, and to follow Krishna's teachings, and to assist Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda through the mercy of Srila Prabhupada and our acharyas, in receiving this message and sharing it with others. Jagai and Madhai didn't just receive this message, they became two of the greatest preachers that ever lived. 500 years later, we're still talking about them. Their example. In sharing this message, Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, they care about everyone. And there's nothing that pleases them more and will invoke greater blessings than if we assist them in that mission of sharing pure bhakti with each other and with the world. Narottam Das Thakur prays that Lord Nityananda Prabhu, even the greatest acharyas like Raghunath Das Goswami, Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Jiva Goswami, and others, they brought to Lord Chaitanya. And people like Jagai and Madhai, they brought to Lord Chaitanya. And Lord Chaitanya is Radha and Krishna. In order to enter into the Leela of Radha and Krishna in a responsible, sincere way, the optimum opportunity is through the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Radha Krishna's beautiful Leelas in Vrindavan. Lord Chaitanya has opened it to the world. And by pleasing Lord Nityananda Prabhu and receiving his mercy and blessings, then we fully receive the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Therefore, Narottam Das Thakur prays that there's no better way to enter into the beautiful pastimes of Radha and Krishna in Vrindavan than through the mercy of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. We would like to thank HH Radhanath Swami Maharaj for this wonderful nectarian Katha on Nityananda Trayodashi. So now we'll have a Maharati and dancing Kirtan, followed by Mahaprasad at Lalita Bhavan. So we'll chant 3 times Haribol for Maharaj. Haribol! 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 Jaya Nityananda Ram, Nityananda Ram, Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram. Jaya Gaur-Nitai, 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 Jaya Gaur-Nitai. Jaya Gaur-Nitai, 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 Jaya Gaur-Nitai. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Doya Koro More Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Doya Koro More Toma bina ke doyalo jagat samsare
তোমা বিনা কে দয়ালো জগৎ সংসারে पतित पावन हेतु तव अवतार मौसम पतिता प्रभु न पाइबे आर आह प्रभु नित्यानंद प्रेमानंद सुखी प्रभु नित्यानंद प्रेमानंद सुखी प्रेमानंद कृपावलोकन करो आमी बड़ दुखी दया करो सीतापति अद्वैत गोसाई दया करो सीतापति अद्वैत गोसाई तव कृपा बले पाई चैतन्य निताई आहा स्वरूप सनातन रूप रघुनाथ बट जुगा श्री जीव प्रभु लोकनाथ दया करो श्री आचार्य प्रभु श्रीनिवास प्रभु श्री रामचंद्र संग मागे नरोत्तम दास जय गौर-निताय 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 जय गौर-निताय कि जय जय गौरा चांदे आरती को शोभा જાહ્નવી તટ બને જગમન લોભા જાહ્નવી તટ બને જગમન લોભા कि बधकी ने निताय चांद भामे गदधारा कि बधकी ने निताय चांद भामे गदधारा निकोटे अद्वैता श्रीनी वास छत्रधारा निकटे अद्वैता श्रीनी वास छत्रधारा कि बभोसी आछे गौरा चांद रत्न सिंहासने कि बभोसी आछे गौरा चांद रत्न सिंहासने आरती करे ना ब्रह्मा आदि देवगणे आरती करे न ब्रह्मा आदि देवगणे कि बन्नर हरि आदि करी चामर धुलाया कि बन्नर हरि आदि करी चामर डोलाया संजय मुकुंद वासु घोषयादि गाया संजय मुकुंद वासु घोषयादि गाया शंखा बाजे घंटा बाजे बाजे करताला शिव शंकर बाजे घंटा बाजे बाजे करताला माधुरा मृदंगा बाजे परमरसाला माधुरा मृदंगा बाजे परमरसाला शंका बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे मधुर शंका बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे माधुर माधुर मधुर बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताई गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल इब बहु कोटि चंद्राजिनी वदन उज्ज्वला बहु कोटि चंद्रजिनी वदन उज्ज्वला गला देशे बन्ना माला कोरे झलो माला गला देशे बन्ना माला कोरे झलो माला इब शिव शुक नारदा प्रेम गद गाधा इब शिव शुक नारदा प्रेम गद गादा भक्ति विनोदा देखे गौर संपादा भक्ति विनोदा देखे गौर संपादा जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Krishna Chaitanya.
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Chaitanya Nityananda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Hare
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo! Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Nityananda Ram, Nityananda Ram, Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram. Jaya Nityananda Ram, Nityananda Ram, Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram. Jaya Gaur-Nitai, 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 Gaur-Nitai. Jaya Gaur-Nitai, 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 Gaur-Nitai. Nityananda Ram, Nityananda Ram, Nityananda Ram, Nityananda Ram. Jaya Gaur-Nitai, 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 Gaur-Nitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada. Nitai Gaur Haribol, 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 Gaur Haribol. Nitai Gaur Haribol, 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 Haribol. Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur. Nitai Gaur Haribol, 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 Haribol. Haraye Namah Krishna Yadavaya Namah. Haraye Namah Krishna Yadavaya Namah. Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namah. Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudana. Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohana. Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Sita. Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Sita. Hari Guru Vaishnava Bhagavad Gita. Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunatha. Shri Jiva Gopal Bhatta Das Raghunatha. Echai Gosai Kore Charana Bandhan. Yaha hoite Vigna Nash Abhishta Puran. Echai Gosai Yar Mui Taradas. Tasabar Padarenu Mora Panchagra. Tadera Charana Sevi Bhakta Saneva. Tadera Charana Sevi Bhakta Saneva. Janame janame hoy ei obhilash. Echai Gosai jabe braja koilabas. Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Korila Prakash. Anande bolo Hari bajo Vrindavan. Anande bolo Hari bajo Vrindavan. Shri Guru Vaishnava Padma Jayamon. गुरु वैष्णव पाद पद्मा कोरी आस, नाम संकीर्तन को है नरोत्तम दास। हराय नमः कृष्ण यादवाय नमः, हराय नमः कृष्ण यादवाय नमः। गोपाल गोविंद राम श्री मधुसूदन, गोपाल गोविंद राम श्री मधुसूदन। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद, जय प्रभुपाद। जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद, जय प्रभुपाद। निताई गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल। निताई गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल। श्री नित्यानंद प्रभु की, श्री नित्यानंद त्रयोदशी महामहोत्सव की। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्रीमदे श्री भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की। नाम आचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण